Hello, this is Johnny Love on behalf of Future Marriage University, and if you'd like to grasp two realities of human behavior that can enable you to rock your dating life, then this is the man-to-man memo for you. From the moment my mates and I take the stage at the start of a show, our initial goal is to win the crowd. We want our audience to know that we mean business, and business is good. So we'll kick things off with a couple of our classics, or maybe our blistering cover of the YouTube classic Friday. Of course, we're going to introduce new tracks from our upcoming release, but we know we have to put our best foot forward. And when we do, we place that foot on a stage monitor, even if it's just for looks, because we're using our in-ears. Likewise, in dating, reality number one is this. Most daters out there will be putting their best foot forward because people are generally on their best behavior when they're just getting to know someone. It's on those first few dates or even the first few months of a dating relationship when someone's most likely to play whatever they think you want to hear. Now you may be thinking, who doesn't know this stuff? But the real question you ought to be asking is, do I date like this is true? In other words, do you allow this perfectly obvious fact of human behavior to impact your dating choices? Or are you, for all intents and purposes, ignoring it? Because many lads do. Many. And I get it. Who wants to hang around the bloke who's always criticizing and tearing other people down, right? However, when it comes to dating, you need to keep your radar up. I'm not saying you have to be overly critical, but you should be discerning. If your date's best behavior includes mild temper tantrums, little white lies, chronic forgetfulness, rude comments, or runaway gossip disguised as prayer requests, you're the one that ought to be running away quickly. But many lads don't. They simply excuse, rationalize, or ignore red flags like this. And it's not just because of an altruistic bent either. Which brings us to reality number two. When you like what you see because she's dishy, it makes you want to make it work, even if it shouldn't, even if it can't. It reminds me of this one other guitar I wanted so badly. It was a Flying V and it had this little doggy dragon painted on it. You know, like the one from Neverending Story? It was like love at first sight for me. Like that little winged doggy was staring directly into the depths of my soul, imploring with its little puppy dog eyes. Will you take me on stage with you, master? But then I played it, and it sounded horrible. It was more reminiscent of a cat in heat. I brought my bandmate Rex along for another look, hoping it'd somehow sound different the second time I played it. But I could tell the way his lip curled up that he hated it too, even though he told me that he didn't. Because he wanted me to be happy with my little never-ending Flying V guitar. However, I had to face the truth. It was a bad axe. No matter how smashing it looked. In fact, smashing on stage was probably the only thing the guitar would be good for, which I could never have brought myself to do because of that cute little winged doggy. So I didn't buy it. Sadly, many desperate chaps out there buy into dating and even marrying a girl who's just like that guitar. She looks brilliant, but she doesn't play well. So remember, number one, every lass out there is likely to be on her best behavior early in the relationship. And number two, you're likely to be blinded to red flags if your girl's got little puppy dog eyes that seem to peer into your soul. So be careful out there because life is short, yet bad relationships can plague you for a lifetime. Ignoring these two realities can doom you to a dating life where you feel like you're playing your heart out for an empty room. But letting them guide and guard your dating life can empower you to find a woman with whom you can make beautiful music together. Now, doesn't that sound good? I hope these two truths rock your dating life. Thanks for watching. Was this the memo you needed? Be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your mates if it was. And comment below if you got any further questions. This has been Johnny Love on behalf of Future Marriage University with a man-to-man memo for you.